So you took him to the hospital?
No, I didn't take him to the bloody hospital. Now tell me this, right? Why would I shoot a bloke, bang, and then put him in the bloody car and whiz him off to the hospital at 100 miles an hour? It defeats the purpose of having shot him in the first place.
Suck like shit on a hot summer night.
Woo! I better use my strong hand.
You're bitches! Better recognize.
Alright. Regular hot dog card in here, huh?
Crumb laps with your 4 wins.
I offered you a chance when we could have done something. I offered you a chance to be a cop, and you blew it!
Whoa, psychos?
They look like psychos? Is that what they look like? They were vampires. Psychos do not explode when sunlight hits them. I don't give a how crazy they are.
What? What did you say?
I said blow it out your ass, wimp.
God, no. Please, what is that? Don't tell me.
Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondos.
I coalesced the vapor of human experience into a viable and logical comprehension.
Oh, a bullshit artist. I just want to hang out.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
What the hell's going on, gang? It's Monday, I think. Maybe, possibly. Pretty sure it's Monday. So welcome to Rod. I am one of your hosts. The name's right there, YoJoeJerk. And without further ado, let me bring in that guy who's slanging talkies to you. Toa Games!
I needed this shit, man. That Vanguard looks pretty sweet back there. Great review. I like seeing me and you in it. We have really fun. Your intros are everyone tells you your intros are fun.
Yeah.
And they are. And these two gentlemen are fun too. I don't want to go on anymore. I'm sorry, dude.
Okay, well, we'll talk about it because I've been waiting for the Tango and Cash thing
let's
forever.
Let's,
so
right.
it was just great. So anyway, let's bring in our other Paisan. What's going on, Tony?
How's it going, everybody? How we doing, man?
Doing good today.
Enjoying a little bit of liquid from my Mython the Python cup.
Oh, you know, I just donated in the stream because I just don't use anything but this. So I know I get the mug and then parts that go in it.
I like to drink out of a coffee mug. I feel like a CEO for some reason.
Yeah. I'm always running around, so I got to do that.
Tony, you remember the Dr. Dre album, the first one, the Chronic?
Yeah, the Chronic.
You gotta re-listen to it, and you gotta start mimicking that DJ. It was DJ Easy Dick. You gotta listen to it and you recite some of that.
Easy Yellow Dick.
I have no problem listening to the Dre albums.
That album was top tier album.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yep. Okay.
Well, before we get crazy here, let's bring in our guest. This week, this man makes amazing customs, and he's a hell of a funny guy. So it's very nice to introduce to you, Mikey. How are you, Mikey?
What's up, bud?
Doing well. How are y'all?
Hell yeah, man.
Good
Welcome
to be
to the
here.
program.
Mikey does a hell of a Trump impersonation.
He does, but I'm not going to hound him to do that shit.
No, if you want, whatever you want to do, whatever comes.
Yeah, if you want to take a break from it, take a break from it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a relief.
Yeah, yes. I'm not going to be like, do it, Mikey, or I'm going to kick you off the show, motherfucker. So,
no pressure.
The dogs are barking. Dogs are barking in chat.
Oh my
80
God.
are here already. Thank you, fellas, for joining us on the Monday night.
I guess Monday's the fucking night. What's up, Henrock? We got Disavowed in here. We got Andy the Toy Pusher, my dude Samuel. Kaiju Kitty actually watched the entire Saturday members stream with me.
Ooh.
So it was really nice. It was really nice. Like
yeah.
some of the heads stayed the whole time. It was crazy. So definitely going to be doing a part 2 because
I had to put a bed together Saturday. So.
Oh, don't even worry about it. Why would you know what I mean? Like it just would have been like dumb movie talk for even worse than it was.
Yeah.
I wouldn't shut up. It was an hour and a half. I couldn't believe it. I didn't shut up for an hour and a half. So
you can talk.
Yeah, I will say I popped pretty hard for the Ninja Turtles 2 poster.
Oh yeah, I even called you out, Angelo. I was like, "This is one he would have fucking loved." So.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, you
want to grab that? You want to grab that tone?
Sure. Elliot Gonzalez, $10 super chat. Hey guys, new collector here. Been binging your old live streams at work these past few weeks. Heard Gaines mentions some spots in the Hudson Valley. That's where I'm at. Love the show. Keep it up. Thank you, sir.
Nice.
Hell yeah. And thank you for the replay, man. The old shows are fun. So check them out.
Yeah, they're not. We usually just talk about whatever. So it's not like they're dated. Me and Tony lives in the Hudson Valley as well.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And I'm not far away either.
No, you're not.
We have a new channel member.
Come on!
What a talent.
Taking a hot wrench to the face.
Oh, what a talent. That so TMNT 2, a girl I used to date back in the day. Well, this is like teenager days. Dated Ernie Reyes Jr. So that's my claim to fame, I guess. I don't know what that is. That's very weird tidbit about me. Ernie Reyes
was Kino.
Big hot shot karate. Their dojo was, I don't know how the hell she got tied up into it. I doubt she's watching, but so I always had to hear about this fucking Ernie Reyes. I think that's partly why I also hated I don't hate the movie. It's just not, the first one.
Yeah, that's very true.
No, it isn't, dude. Once they started like with the fucking sausages as nunchucks, you knew.
Plus, you see the guy's face in one of the heads.
Oh, that terrifying photo of it laughing, and you see the guy inside, like looks like it's a Hellraiser movie in the mask.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
Fun movie. It's fun, and a lot of cool designs. Kevin Nash is in it, which is cool.
You didn't think Ernie made his big break with Surf Ninjas?
He did. I think that movie actually.
That was his jam.
I think it did okay.
Oh, that thing slayed on video.
Goddamn Kino.
Artie's a nice guy though, so you can't take that from him.
That's
nice guys finished last though.
Oh shit. Hey, Rick's here. Who else do we got? Woody's in the house. Woody, I have been nonstop watching your videos, man. I don't know. I like them. They're really good, man. So keep up what you're doing, man. It's a lot of fun.
Hell yeah. He's a very entertaining young man.
Can I ask Mikey a question? Because I'm unfamiliar, other than seeing you as a guest on It's Chad. What do you, when you customize, what's your go-to? What's your, what's your thing? Is what I'm getting at.
I guess it would be classified. Like as far as like a figure line, it'd be classified.
Okay, and you make figures that they haven't made, and you hope to God they don't make, so you can bask in that glory.
Oh, he does cooler things
sometimes.
Than that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's making Snake Plissken as a.
Oh, cool.
That's
very cool. What body are you going to use? Or does it matter? They're all kind of like.
So it's Snake
Mikey,
Eyes
if
legs.
you want to show it, I'll bring it up.
Show it. That's what we do here.
But if he wants to keep his
early painting stages,
I don't want to break any of the secrets, though.
Oh yeah, no, nothing's a secret.
All right, then we'll show it because you showed me earlier and they looked awesome. Here,
yeah. So I mean,
look at that handsome young man up there.
Paint tray.
A lot of heads. Cool.
Dude, look
Big Quiskin head.
Oh no! What's going on? Is that just me?
What happened?
I think so.
Oh man, I might dump out. My internet's doing weird things again.
Please, hopefully you come back and
God.
repair again so I can lose it.
And then I used the twins torso.
Oh shit.
Okay.
So I just had to fill in the neck and add the zippers and stuff.
Oh, right on, dude.
So there's that.
You gonna put the jacket on them or just a short sleeve look?
Just the sleeveless look,
Mhm.
and then had to fabricate the gun.
Nice.
Wow.
Wow, dude.
And yeah, so he's got the just the regular Snake Eyes legs. This is the one that came with the Timber 2-pack.
Okay.
So painted those, and then it's got Major Blood's boots,
Mhm.
and I think they're going to be quick kick arms because it has the things on the wrist that I can paint to look like leather.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's
How long
it.
you been customizing, Mikey?
I guess I started in.
Damn it. Anyway, I'm back.
Yes.
You okay?
I'm just loving PA internet. So anyway, Mikey, continue. I'm sorry, everybody.
Oh man. Yeah, so I got started in 2019. My dad's always been in it, so we went to the last GI Joe convention in 2018.
Wow.
And 2019 we went to the we switched to Joe Fest in Augusta.
Mm-hmm.
And there I saw Marauders did the John Wick figure, and I was like, holy shit, well, I got to have that. And that snowballed into this money pit.
That's okay. It's fun. It's a hobby. It
is. And it's evolved into something that I really, really enjoy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So basically I started customizing just because I didn't want to pay Hasbro figure.
Right.
So I was like, I could build that figure and paint it.
Yes.
And then started doing it, and people were like, hey, do you sell them? And I wasn't at the time. I didn't feel comfortable selling my work, which is weird from
it's cool. I have
an artist most of his life, drawing and stuff.
I have similar issues like that. I don't know if it's imposter syndrome. I don't know if it's that deep with me or you. I can't self-analyze you or just sometimes you feel weird about that sale. Like, am I good enough to sell this? And then people will tell you are. It's intimate too. You know what I mean? You make something.
It is.
How do you put a price on something you made? It's very strange. And then you see some guy selling a head for $180 and you're like, Jesus.
No, that's right. That's crazy. But
I attribute it a lot to because when you make it, you see all the mistakes. So so someone might turn around and not see any of that stuff and be like, oh no, you could definitely sell that, but you know what the fuck is wrong.
Yeah, it's
that's true.
But also as an artist, it's always hard to stop. It's like, when do I stop? You know what I mean? That's the hard one when you're just like, fuck, I can do this, I can do that. But it'll look like a Barbie doll if you go too hard.
Yeah, you can tweak it for the rest of your life. You can just change one little thing. At some point you have to call it and be like, that's the assignment. It's done.
Mm-hmm.
Send it off and move on to the next one.
Mikey, how many customs would you say you made?
I really don't know.
Really?
It's a big number.
That's great.
I mean, because I still have a lot of mine. Like, I started with the 118 stuff, and I did a lot of those for me. I did a ton for my dad, and then I started selling them to others. So I've probably sold to somebody else maybe 30, 40 maybe.
Wow, okay.
Wow.
Probably that are out in the world.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Hell yeah, man.
I tell a lot of people on my little dopey channel, even if it's a head swap or just repainting a pair of pants, customizing your figures just adds a little bit of uniqueness to it and makes the collection more your own. And I recommend it to anyone and everyone, even like I said, even if it's just popping a damn head. And I'm sure you guys will agree, all three of you dabble in customizing. It's just fun.
Yeah. No, it definitely is.
Make it your own.
If it's something you don't like, don't look for the company to do it. Just look up a tutorial and do it. And if you just follow those guidelines on the tutorial, you can nail it. And I started similar to you, Mikey. Someone in the figure realm group Anthony's Customs. You know, say what you will about his reviews. He's a good customizer, and he made Rocksteady and Bebop. And I was like, holy shit. He took what's the Hulk when he's smart? Not the Gray Hulk. The
Joe Fixed It.
No, the other one. He took 2 of them and made Rocksteady and Bebop.
That's
and he
crazy.
laid the blueprint, and he put the OG heads on the body, and I had to do it, and that's kind of kicked off my little customizing venture.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
I'm very new to kitbash and customizing toys because I don't because I saw your video, Mikey, about the joints because from years I've wanted to figure that part out because it drives me crazy.
Yeah.
So watching that, I was just like, okay, at least now I know how to do it. So it's very like, I don't say complicated, but it's like one of those things where it's like, that's too complicated for me. It might not be complicated for you, but sometimes it's too complicated for me and I don't want to break the fucking thing. So I'm just like, all right, maybe like Gaines just said, you swap ahead, you maybe paint a little something different, and then you're like, all right, that's good enough for me. But to see the level that you guys do it at, I commend you guys, man. It's impressive. It is art, like Jerk said.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Capito, my issue with making custom is the endless fodder and fear of throwing stuff out. Also, buying so many extra figures just for parts and accessories. How do you manage a space? This is a great topic, Capito, because I did a Mike Tyson review earlier, and for years I knew where the 2 extra heads were. I mean, for fucking years. And I was like, all right, let me break out the 2 heads for this review. Couldn't find them. I wanted to punch a hole in the wall. I was so fired up. So I don't know what the secret is to keeping your accessories intact. Maybe you 3 could lend some advice.
Many storage containers. That's all, and you just got to start stacking them to the ceiling. That's what I noticed is starting to happen.
And obviously labeling them, right?
Yeah.
I'm a mess, man. It's out of control over here. It's fucking
crazy.
nuts.
Yeah, it's getting crazy.
Like 4 years ago, I had stuff under control. No, I have what Mikey has, but everything from 4 years to now is just in fucking trays that I gotta organize. I'm like, I fear the fucking day I gotta organize this.
Dude.
It's coming.
Listen, I found
it's so bad. It's so fucking bad. So
it's
I just don't have the
This
time.
is the only part of my place that is organized is my workspace.
That's it.
It is organized. I can find just about everything. Now, every once in a while, you know, I'll lose a Mike Tyson head. That definitely happened. And then you find it right after you replace it. That's the kicker.
I'll tell you what. My raging disaster of a system works, though. I'll find anything, dude. Like, I had to find those Sergeant Slaughter glasses.
Oh, my God.
For a little jerk, dude. And I knew they were in a bin that had, like, figures and then, like, a layer of just, like, backpacks and guns. And, like, dude, I have, like, sonar. I just, like, tap the side of the box and I, like, put my hand in and pulled that shit out. Like, no, it wasn't like that. But seriously, it took like 3 minutes because I knew it would fall to the bottom. So I was like, you know. So
I usually just as soon as I open the things up, that's the first thing I do. As I take care of all the accessories, hands, I pop them in just in case I'm going to use them for other things and things, just so I know exactly where they are when I need them.
See, I do it like with Mezco shit. Everything goes right in a bag. Like I don't fuck that.
Well, yeah, they give you.
But I fuck everything else.
Well, Mezco is instantly giving you that bag, which is so nice. So does
spoiled. I'm spoiled.
You're getting that bag, and you have no choice but to put it in whatever you have.
Like, I'll never lose these, and then I never use them.
True.
So, but at least they're together. So
I'm out of control over here. I'm gonna take I need a week off of work to organize this shit. So
it's getting out of control here too.
That's what I wanted to do on my vacation, but I fucked my eye up. So looking at like tiny little accessories was not happening. I was like, nope, I'm laid up. Nope. So yeah, I missed that. I'm gonna have to wait until like midwinter for my like if I even can get that off. So
I just had to order like 8 more of those things because it's like all the ones I have are starting to get all full. Like every little compartment is full. I've utilized every bit of space, and I had to order
capacity.
That's the one thing about these about like besides being a money pit. the space becomes your greatest enemy.
Space is your Vader. It's your Thanos. It's like
it truly is right now.
I have no Avengers to help me over here.
No,
I'm by myself.
And every time you think you're gonna be like, all right, they come out with another a fucking vehicle or a horse, something bigger than it was before, and you're like, God damn it, I gotta have that.
Yeah,
it's fucking crazy.
KJ wants to know if you ever got the jizz out of your eye. It was jizz, right?
Yeah, you know me. I'm a trick shooter. I hit it off the wall, came back, and I didn't know which way to dodge, and I dodged into it. So you got to be careful.
At least that happened doing something. Yeah, at least that happened doing something you love.
Exactly. Okay. No, it happened in my sleep like an idiot. So it's even worse. At least the nut story was way better than just like, oh, I rubbed my eye on my pillow. It's like shit happens.
What'd you boys do all weekend? Let me hear some good stories because I did nothing. It was really
had a long Saturday.
A long Saturday?
Yeah, we had a wrestling show in Jersey. We drive all the way there, and as soon as we get there, I realized that I left the capture card here.
Ooh.
Oh.
So I had to drive back all the way. I had to tell the promoter, like, buddy, got some bad news for you. You're gonna have to stall. He was like, what? Because it was live. So I was
no.
Yeah. So I was like, I have to stall. Give me like 15 minutes. I'll be back. And I got in the car with my wife and flew back home, grabbed the thing, came back. I literally had, minutes to set up and make sure the stream was good to go. And luckily I'm good at my job, so we were able to get on track fairly quickly.
Yeah.
But just to get all the way there and then I opened up the book bag and I looked right at the box and realized that it was empty. And it was that moment I was like, you fucking idiot. I was real mad in that moment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like just the driving was annoying. It was like fucking 4.5 hours worth of driving. That was just like so fucking annoying.
I got one. This is for me. I only do one Listen, I'm such a fucking dumbass. I take fantasy football like personal. Like if I fuck up,
I work with a guy like that. Like, dude,
like you idiot. Because here's what I do, and I'm only in one. My stress level would be through the fucking roof. My wife would kill me. I'm in the doghouse this weekend too, by the way. Anyway, so I only got one, but I'm really good at it. I've taken top 3 the 6 years I've been in it, so I take it fucking personal. My team is remember the tight ones. Now, fantasy football is no joke, man. You could really fuck you up. So I can't imagine being in more than one league. But yeah, that's my fantasy. Because what you'll do is this: you'll second guess yourself.
Yeah.
And last second, you'll put in, I'm going to put this guy in, and then that guy sucks, and you're like, what the fuck? Why did I do that?
The last time I played fantasy football, Adrian Peterson was the top pick.
Oh, so that was
that
was 10 years ago.
I had drafted him right after he blew his what was it, his like ACL out or whatever, and they didn't think that he would be able to recover from that. He had like the record season. He single-handedly, like, literally rushed me to the championship where I won. And,
nice,
but like I trust me, I feel your pain, especially when you're in free agency hell. How many teams are in that league?
14.
Yeah, see, that's when free agency gets dicey.
So two years ago, I lost the championship by half a point.
Oh, jeez.
And this is in the winter. I went on my deck and I fist fought my grill. But I won, boys.
Jesus. That's sick, dude.
I wish I was just like a neighborhood cat who could have seen that shit. Just like some guy in the winter time.
You think Balboa beat up that frozen meat? You should have seen me versus a grill. All right,
ridiculous. Yeah. Hey, I owe somebody a channel membership. Welcome
to hell, motherfucker!
And I owe those goofy bastards are just about the best thing I've got going in this crazy world.
All right, now we're all caught up. I feel good. So sorry about that. But what the hell did I see? I saw something up here. Somebody asked about a tutorial on Little Jerk. I'll do one. I'll do one. It's a little secret right now. Tony knows the recipe. So
awesome. It is top notch.
It just worked.
Yeah.
That's all. It worked. But the beanie, I need like a real.
We're already working on that.
Yeah, because the one I have, it just looks like this like weird fucking like Hershey kiss on his head. I can't do better. So
I quite honest with you, I'm not blowing smoke. When I saw that image, I thought you had a head printed. I was like, holy shit, it's good. I was like, God damn,
I got it. My wife was like, no. And I was like, wait till I put the glasses and the tiny hat on them.
Together, yeah.
Yeah. And then she was like, what the fuck? And then my mother, she like watches videos. She's like, you made toys of you and your friend. I was just dying. I was fucking laughing my ass off. It was so funny. I had to explain to her. I was like, nah, just some random toy looks like toy games.
Yeah. It's my other claim to fame.
A lot of people are making I notice avatars of themselves now in the toy world.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice though.
It's all because of games, man.
Yeah.
We made a big fucking stupid joke out of it and it caught on. And then I saw like, Zakanin made me and you made everybody. And yeah I think we just like started a little like thing of dominoes.
Hell yeah, dude.
This is funny. So I get the griller killer.
Oh my God. That's so great.
Listen, I'm not proud of a lot of shit I've done, but I will admit it at least, I want people to laugh. I did a lot of stupid shit in my life, so beating up a grill was fucking.
Oh, that's just a golden moment.
The same thing happened to me here, by the way. I drafted him the same year. He got suspended for the whole season for whipping his kids with
Switch.
The Switch.
Yeah, which is
yeah.
Let the man fucking. He didn't kill the fucking kid. He just whipped him on the ass with a stick. Like,
man. I suspended for the whole season.
Here in this room did not have that same situation as a kid.
For real.
Oh yeah, beaten to a pulp, and I deserved every bit of it. So
you go pick your own Switch, man. It was rough.
Oh yeah, that's fucked up. When you are given the choice,
you pick the weapon you will be beat with. That's a brutal day.
That's bad, man. Yeah,
for real. Mikey, what would you say is your favorite custom so far?
Ooh, damn! I know they were going to be hard hitting questions. I was expecting like a classified interview where they were just softballs.
Get that softball question at him. What's your favorite hoagie, Mikey?
What kind of ice cream? Hey, if you were rainbow sherbet, would you eat it? I would. Man, that is tough.
I'll tell you right now.
One of my favorites is 118 Dragunsky, just because of the amount of work that it took.
Oh, sick, dude. Okay. Because I'm going to tell you right now, my favorite one is Destro.
It's the only one that I've had to make 3 of.
Dude,
I guess you're not alone.
Would do like I always tell the story when you sent me that picture and you're like, this guy should be in your office, and I was like, yes, please send him to me. Yes, please have some.
I saw that video and I was like, holy shit, this is the purpose of that figure. 100%.
I'm glad to be receiving one soon. If you don't mind me, I'm announcing it here. You're making me one, and I can't wait to get it in hand, man. Dude, I love that figure. Like,
I got him.
He's right first here. Off, I love that. I love that Tombstone figure. In general,
it's a excellent figure.
Yeah, so it's just a perfect blend for Destro. I just think it was such a. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, yes, now I got to put the office back together, because as soon as I get that, I got to now shoot another one with him in there.
It'll be posable. You won't have to worry about paint wear. Thankfully, the suit does a good job with that.
Oh yeah, awesome. I can't wait, man.
Isn't the neck on that one all the way through though? So you're gonna have to do the chop on the neck.
Cut it under the jaw, and then there's a cavity in that neck, and I basically make a head peg that goes into the Destro head.
Tricky.
Yeah.
That's tricky shit.
That is a
Look at you go down there.
That is a level that I am not good at. I would never be able to do that kind of shit, dude.
Oh, see, Mikey's fucked now. He's been on the show. Now I'm just gonna text him in the middle of the night. You do that.
You Mikey, be the only one.
Do you dab on the old a epoxy sculpt at all, or no?
I actually use green stuff for most of my sculpting.
Okay.
So like when I was watching Sunday's pre-roll, I was working on this tombstone figure. This
Ooh, let me bring you up.
Bring you up.
Cobra
nice.
tombstone.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
so I had to sculpt the pants on the
Yeah.
on the lower leg because it showed too much of the joint.
And green stuff hardens up in a few hours. Is it similar to epoxy sculpt? I've never used green stuff.
It takes a little while for it to fully cure. But yeah, that's kind of my preferred deal. Like on this
oh, this thing was
Batman
so
custom.
awesome.
So it's the McFarlane body with the I think it's the Mezco head.
Oh, you gotta
wired cape.
You gotta walk me through that, man, because I know.
Wow.
There's an issue.
He did do the magnets.
Yeah, so there's magnets in there.
Yeah. Dude,
so
that
I
looks
use green
so
stuff
good.
to secure the magnets in the cavity.
Okay.
That's like perfect.
And that looks great. That Mezco head, because it was a big head.
It works universally.
Looks so good on that McFarlane. McFarlane body.
I like the idea of those magnets too.
That's something Mezco did that was smart. It was very clever.
Yeah, but mine, when I put the head near the body, the magnet in the body ripped out and stuck to the top. Yeah,
that sucks.
And I've had to re-glue it like 4 times.
Yeah, that figure.
The figure is a disaster.
It's a dud. It's a dud. It's a science project gone wrong.
Yeah, like
what cape is that, Mikey? Is that the Mezco cape? Or you?
I don't think so. This is actually a customer. So he sent me all the pieces, and he just wanted them to work together. So I don't know where he got the cape. It's a nice vinyl wired cape, though.
Yeah. I got to do that, man.
I use the McFarlane cape on this one.
What's that? What are you holding up there?
That's the Mezco one.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I just put the McFarlane cape on it. I just tore it off a McFarlane character. And it works better than the leather. The pleather one they give you. I hate that thing.
Yeah.
Plus, you can't get the head sandwiched with it, like between the body. Like it's just too many parts.
That's actually my custom Keaton Batman he's working on. Get your fucking hands off it. Thanks again, Mikey.
That's true.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was probably from OT Customs. OT Customs, good price, ships fast, makes great capes.
It is a beautiful piece.
Yeah, he made that guy.
For photography or something, because you kind of have to fold it in the back to get it the silhouette. But man, that is a nice piece.
Well, it is OT Customs on Instagram. I highly recommend, and they have a Labor Day sale going on right now. So, not a sponsor, baby. And so does Valiverse. Does that end at midnight? I'm gonna do some shopping in bed with the Vaseline all over me. Ends at midnight, right?
With all the anointed oils.
I think so. By the way, I think so.
I have
don't get it in your eye.
In my eye, like Jerk be out of commission.
Yeah. Bullseye.
I like the ladies Valiverse does. I might order some ladies tonight. So
I think they're all good figures right now.
They are. I have so much class. I have to draw the line in the sand somewhere, Tony. I have so much shit. So military figures aren't my. It's just G.I. Joe basically. Because
are you starting to get to the point with G.I. Joe where you're kind of like, all right, now I can just cherry pick, because that's where it kind of.
Yes, it's funny because Robert's Infinite Realms had a video with our snippet, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, you compared 80s." So remember, I said I kind of buy G.I. Joe based on where I was as a kid.
We're in a video. I know he said he was going to do it. I just and I said, okay, yeah, you got to send me the link to that one. I want to see it.
Someone spoke for me, and they tried to say like, "Well, this person's parents probably stopped wanting to buy toys from them." I'm like, "No, dude, Santa was getting my toys, motherfucker." And whatever I asked for, Santa brought, baby. You can't tell me that. What's the guy with the fucking yo-yo in G.I. Joe?
I have no idea.
I know who you're talking
the
about.
bad guy with the fucking yo-yo. Or even sci-fi is a cool looking G.I. Joe. The green, he's fun, but you can't tell me
You going
sci-fi.
Crystal Ball? Is that who
Yeah,
you're thinking of?
crystal ball. You can't.
Oh, the yo-yo.
You can't
I was
tell
like,
me.
yo-yo.
You can't tell me Crystal Ball is as cool as Zartan, right? No.
But I like his mustache and his grandpa
without heavy
fucking
influence.
monster hair. Like,
so
I
my
love
point
that
was,
shit.
as the years went on, G.I. Joe got goofy. That's why Crocmaster kind of pegs. A lot of purists don't like Crocmaster, and he peg warmed.
He did.
I happen to like Crocmaster,
Yeah.
but G.I. Joe got goofy, and they stopped making Duke, and they stopped putting Duke and Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes on shelves, and it got to that goofy stage. So it's kind of once it gets to that goofy stage, I'm going to cherry pick, as you mentioned.
Ooh, I'm going even further into the goofy shit.
That's fine. Listen, if it looks fun, because I just bought a Mondo Gecko figure that's goofy as all hell. If it looks fun, I will buy it. But I like.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I like when a line gets to a point where I could be choosy with my money. That's where you can save some money, which is nice.
Yeah, and I was gonna say I'm already there, brother. I didn't get that last fucking Viper or whatever it was. I forgot his fucking name. But anyway, I did like somebody's like, you didn't do a review. I was like, shit, I didn't even buy the fucking figure.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing the Rattler either because there's no value to it to me. Like the fucking tiers suck. Like all the tiers suck. Like I don't need a fourth Baroness. It looks great. Don't get me wrong, but I don't need it. And I don't need a gunner. I have 1,000 Cobra Troopers that are better. You know what I mean? So like, and Wild Weasel is not that exciting. So like the whole fucking thing is vanilla to me. And then it's too wide for a shelf. Like that thing's too big for a shelf.
Yeah.
So I don't have the room for it, you know? So I'm passing.
I agree with LP. When we did the Road Pig, when we looked at him a few weeks ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that head is goofy. And then I went back and looked at the OG Road Pig, where in my mind he looked like Arnold. He does not look like Arnold. He does kind of have a goofy, chubby guy head.
Oh my god, yeah. He looks like that like really big kid, like third grade. You know
I'm excited. Any Dreadnought I'm excited for. I will buy Sci-Fi, Law and Order, Blowtorch. So there's some stuff in the pipeline.
Yeah, I'm getting to a point now where it's just like, all right, I'll get this guy, I guess. Like, which is I'm kind of happy because I didn't like it. It's becoming, like I said, a problem financially, and
it's the same with NECA Ninja Turtles. Now I got everyone I needed: Casey Jones, April O'Neil, the Turtles, Krang, Shredder, Baxter Stockman. But when they started making like I don't know, they made some weird superhero team that I don't even remember in the cartoon. I didn't buy it.
Yeah.
I hit a point where I just need the core characters, and I'm set. And that's with most toy lines for me.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting to now. Thankfully, I'm glad I jumped on a lot of these things when they were like, like when I got the Duke that I needed. I got all those definitive figures that you need in terms of characters. But now I'm getting to a point now. It's like, I don't army build like some of these guys. I tip my cap to those guys, but I'm not going to have just hundreds of Cobra. So I just can't do that. So to me, now it's just like, well, I like Road Pig. He looks like a giant meathead. I'll grab that guy. He rounds out the Dreadnoughts, and it's like, I like I know it sounds like a lot of people don't like those weird, but the guy with the wings, Raptor, whatever.
Raptor is
that look cool. Yeah, so I was like, all right, I'll grab him.
He was sort of a low key goofball fan favorite. I recall.
I love that figure as a kid, man. I love that fucking. But I love Flash Gordon, so I was like, "Ooh, he's a Hawkman." You know what I mean? So like, I liked him, even though his head was like way too big. Like it just like there was something off about him. But I love that fucking figure, and I love the goofy side of G.
Well, listen, if you like the,
I'll tell you what.
Robert's video, people get so worked up about this toy shit. If you like the goofy shit, go for it.
Yeah. You know what's stopping you.
Right.
You can make your own decisions. You can buy whatever you want.
My buddy in Hong Kong just shipped me Raptor, so I'm gonna have him in a
look
couple
at you.
of days.
Nice.
That Alpine, and there was one more. Oh, the Storm Shadow V2. But Yes, they are in the mail today. So yes, they released there today. So
Awesome, man.
yeah, that's the street dates. That's he's like, oh, you want them? I'm like, okay, so I'm not gonna say no. I did pass on Road Pig though. Like
really,
I'll wait. Like I don't want to do them all. You know what I mean? Like I still want to have like I like spacing the shit out, but like I also like get lots of views on reviews too.
Right.
So
that
I'm not gonna lie to you, it'll be fun to review them. They're figures I'm excited for.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to doing reviews.
Yeah, that Road Pig figure looks like he's a mouth breather. Definitely
fine.
looks like he
Makes
breathes
sense
through
for
his
the
mouth.
character.
I kind of do like that Texas Chainsaw, like fucking completely out of place, like murder helmet he comes with. So it's growing on me.
I guess I only get to me now. It's just like, all right, this one looks cool. I'll grab this one because now it's just because he looks cool. Because I have this like sneaky suspicion that eventually at some point whether they're gonna repaint them or whatever, it's gonna be that neon, all those crazy figures that I remember in the early '90s that kind of drove me away from GI Joe. Where I was just like, I wasn't into GI Joe as a kid because I didn't have the money to be into GI Joe to have all those vehicles and shit. So like what we got, that's kind of what you kind of stuck to. So it was Ninja Turtles and Marvel superheroes.
Yeah.
So to me, I don't have like this affinity for it. So when all these characters come out, I'm a lot of times I'm like, who's that? I have to like look up to see who they are because I have no idea. Like everybody hates Cobra La. I love that.
That's when people
tell you nothing. I don't know nothing.
That's the big jump the shark moment. But as a kid, we loved it. I mean, I'm sure if you're a military purist, seeing a guy with half snake, half human kind of like is where you draw the line. But I had a lot of fun with it.
I'll tell you, in the comics that they're doing right now, that Dark Energon shit, they handle Cobra La so good, it's ridiculous. So, and they mix them in the Transformers and shit. Like, it's insane how it all works. So, if you're bored and you like comics, just pick up those trades. They're so fucking good. Like, I hate saying it, but like, I've read each one of the series leading up to G.I. Joe, and it is so well thought out. Like,
wow.
Like it really is. They did like 4 miniseries that would introduce characters and then they all interlock into a bigger story that leads right into G.I. Joe. I mean, it's really well thought out.
So. Let me ask a random question. Do you like the design of Optimus Prime or Hot Rod better? Remember when what was the guy? Rodimus. Yeah. What do you guys like better, Rodimus or Optimus?
Or was it Ultra Magnus? Because
I think it was Rodimus was the guy in the movie.
He was Hot Rod. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you like better? Just from a design standpoint.
Yeah, Optimus.
Yeah.
Who do you like better? Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
Who do you like better, Optimus or Rodimus Prime?
I'm not a big Transformers guy, but you can't
just
argue
design.
with Optimus. Like,
Optimus
is
design.
Quintessential.
Right. Darth Vader or I don't know, this new villain that was in The Mandalorian, who was cool, great villain. Probably don't even know who the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah, Darth Vader for sure, obviously.
So, all right, I'm getting to a point where things don't always get better. They usually start out great, and it's hard to recapture and make things better from a design standpoint. That's how they get popular, by really good original designs.
Yeah.
So if you can think of something where it got better as the years go on, throw it at me. I'm willing to be like, okay, you're right.
No, everything turns to turd burger.
Everything usually gets oversaturated. You start to lose steam, and the designs aren't as good. And that goes with anything,
I agree.
A natural.
I believe that's
Moff Gideon. Moff Gideon. Yeah. Great actor. He worked well on the show, but he's not no fucking Darth Vader.
No, he's not.
No. No.
So my point with back to the G.I. Joe in his video, it started off so fucking amazing with Duke and Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow and Bazooka and Alpine and all these characters that it could only get worse. You can't keep it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Eventually everything hits a peak, and then from that point it's just a slow trickle down.
Yeah.
I feel like Bazooka was not a peak though.
I love
it. It was a valley of a character.
There's something about a big Polish dude in a football jersey kicking ass, man.
No.
My friend came over yesterday. He was looking at the figures, and he's like, "Why the fuck does this guy wear a football jersey? Isn't
Really?
the point of being a military guy to hide? Do you stand down
Yeah. Wear a big red target on you.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. I love it. I love
No,
it.
I was like, that's bazooka.
that's Zook, baby.
Bazooka, man. This is the way it is, bud.
What you got there?
Yeah, what you got?
Oh,
there,
you're gonna
boy?
show me. I'm so jealous.
I'm gonna show you a Frazetta titty lady.
Bust her out.
Yeah, and then I got this thing super fucking cheap. So I heard it's another science experiment, but I couldn't say no for the money. But that
shit.
fucking Mezco alien.
Oh, okay. Listen, Mezco Alien is another science experiment, much like the '89 Batman.
See, that's what I was like, oh,
But there's
$40.
There's something about this is my dipshit brain looking at it in this aspect. It's an alien, right? So there's something about this weird design and this rubbery suit that makes it feel like the two things like click. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's fun. Just don't keep them posed. Keep them, The alien figure makes sense to have that weird suit, and it lends itself to the design and to the actual figure. It's cool.
Oof. Make sure you smell this box, Gaines, when you get it. You'll be knocked on your ass.
Oh, that nice plastic, maybe.
Ooh, holy Chinese factory.
What did you get the alien for $40? A Labor Day sale? Or
I got it on a
Hong Kong
liquidation
guy?
list. No,
Okay.
I bought a shitload of them when they were on liquidation at the shop. And then I forgot, like it got buried in a stock room, and we had it one left, and I was like, ooh,
yeah.
So I picked it up. But let's take a look at this lady, and yeah, this fucking thing is shit garbage. Like right here, this thing is trash. Like the tail kind of moves the hair, and the head can't even go side to side. Like,
Jesus Christ.
It's just, this thing's a
You
disaster.
yeah, jerk.
Well, no.
It's comment. The Hong Kong. I'm just putting the Hong Kong voice to it.
Oh yeah, you buy now, jerk. And she looks
On the
good.
phone.
We got a bakery.
Whoa! I don't have my.
Whoa,
My
bakery.
goodness.
That's an ass, man.
She's cheeky.
What are you doing to her?
Van Damme split.
He's opening up the bakery.
Yeah.
Now, are the knees double jointed? Are we near sex doll territory?
No.
Okay.
Who's looking at her knees, for God's sake?
That's as far as you get the knees. Yeah, he's into those scrape knees. He loves that shit. So.
Whoa, she's bald.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of bald, there we
Mike.
go. We have extra hair.
Let's get yourself big and look at them cheeks again, because
let me
I can't be the only pervert in the fucking house tonight.
Oh no. Hang on. Let me
no,
put
right,
this
Mikey?
shit.
No.
No. Okay. There we go.
I'm not the only guy that loved the last 5 minutes of just one of the guys, right?
All right. Now let me bring myself up here. Very good. So we are going to grab the board because I've learned powerful lessons about the board.
Look at that, huh?
So it feels quality, dude. Like the figure doesn't feel like. Hang on.
Is this your first Frazetta Girls figure?
Yeah. And then there's your bakery, and the bakery is built into the legs. So the cut is along the bikini line. So when you
that's unique.
Yeah, and it actually is a good design. You know what I mean? Like that's not too bad.
Her arms aren't double jointed either, though, right?
No.
What's going on? Like,
yeah, I think it's just
they want to have it in
simple.
between nice sculpt and action figure.
No, they want to blast you, with a very high price figure. You know what I mean? Like,
If no one has seen this movie, it is on Tubi for free, and it holds up because it's very unique the way they drew over actual actors. Is that rotoscoping? Am I?
Yes, it is rotoscoping,
See?
and at least I get 2 extra head sculpts, so that's cool. And then you get
nobody
an
ever
extra
complained about
head.
a little extra head.
Yeah,
No.
exactly. You get more hair, and you get 4 sets of hands, 2 daggers, and another cat head. So
Nice.
like, at least it isn't like what is it, Loose Collector, where they just like give you a girl with like 2 hands and that's it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? At least it feels like there's value here. And where
Yeah.
you said the other figure kind of felt weak and like scary, like moving the joints on her
Oh,
is
good.
not, yeah, it's not scary at all. And like the
Yeah.
oh god damn it, I think I'm gonna disappear again.
Oh, why? What's
Wait.
going on?
Well,
All
the
right.
screens are grinding for me. So that
Grinding?
generally, your image disappears and then a little loading thing shows up.
Oh,
So
okay.
let me try to move this around a little bit and see what happens. Nope. Am I gone?
No, you're still there.
Yep.
Still here.
Oh, poor guy. He's in the void.
Yeah.
What
Is-
the hell?
This happened a few weeks ago. You went into the vortex, and
Am I back?
You're
Am
back.
I
You're
here?
fine.
Oh, but we lost Mikey, or is
No,
Mikey here? I
he's
can't
there.
see
I'm
him.
here.
All right, I'm gonna jump out and jump back in. So you guys
Okay.
talk amongst
Right.
yourselves. I don't know what the fuck's going on with this internet.
Mikey, what's your greatest tool in finding fodder for figures? Is it, look at this fucking view? Is it Ollie's? Is it eBay? Is it trading? How do you get your all your fodder and all your stuff for your customs?
I would say a majority of my fodder, if it's not 3D printed stuff that I get on Etsy or eBay, is probably on Mercari. I've got a few
Mhm.
people that I buy from on there.
Mhm.
So a lot of that.
Okay.
And then I'll just buy lots, or there's a couple guys that just sell just fodder, and I'll just, weekly
Yeah.
or every couple of weeks, I'll just put together shopping cart full of items and
Mhm.
get some stuff on the way.
Nice.
Hey, well, Mikey, do you just do customs, or you do dioramas and stuff like that?
I don't do any dioramas.
Oh,
That
no.
is something I purely just like to watch.
Yeah.
Is it just
I'll
because
just
it's
stand in the corner and watch? You know what I mean?
is it because you don't want to
never
start you don't want to like you lose space or whatever? Because dioramas take up a lot of space too.
They take up a shitload of space. You know that
Yeah.
for sure. No, I think it's. I always found it interesting, but I don't know. I just took the path of figures. I could have very easily done the diorama stuff because I have thought that was cool since I was a kid, seeing like
Hell yeah.
train sets.
Hell yeah, dude. That's why I got into it, because all
Yeah.
like when I started doing the action figure photography, and I found Dio Structure, that Facebook, and just to see like the amount of like insane dioramas people were making, and just to see what they were using in terms of like foam, it was just like, man, I got to get in on this train, because the creativity was just so inspiring that I could not pass up at least trying. And I'm happy
I
I did.
mean,
I got a lot of
it's
shit from it.
endless as far as inspiration. I mean, you
Hell
can
yeah,
do
dude.
movie sets. You can do,
Yeah.
like your office thing. Like
Yeah.
that's extremely versatile. You change it with some lighting and a few different pieces, and that's an entirely different setup.
Yeah, exactly, dude. And then like
You know?
I'm becoming a big fan of the using the TV as like a background, because it just basically becomes like a volume. You can just change it, and you kind of get practical lighting from. So if it's like a window and you need to get sunlight through, it works. It actually works pretty well for that.
I did that for a couple pictures I took a couple years ago. I did like yearbook photos. So I did like a yearbook first G.I. Joe, and then I think 84. And I built a prop to set in front of my computer screen, and then I did like the deck of a aircraft carrier for 84, and
that's awesome, dude.
did the jets shooting up behind the first class stuff. So yeah, I totally get that. That's
Hell
a
yeah,
solid source.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I got I will show you guys something. I did, speaking of dioramas. I got this thing today in the mail.
Hang on, let me bring you up.
Yeah, it's the Miniverse stuff that I got for Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Okay.
And but it's with alcohol.
Oh,
So,
look.
like, you can make drinks.
Oh,
and
nice.
like mixed drinks. It comes with a little-
I try to. You have to get it in the mail because it's not a Target. I looked for it
yeah,
for the
no,
old lady.
you got to get them on Amazon. They're on Amazon.
Oh, crack
And
that open
actually-
so I can see they look, please.
All right, so I already got one kind of half open, so I'm gonna.
This
pop it
guy would
open.
love to have a date with your Fire and Ice chick.
I think every figure on your shelf would with that.
Nah,
fucking
this
baked
good old
goods.
Edward Dick Finger hands, man. This guy.
Obviously, that was a Polish actor. Look at the size of those things.
What a design, man. Jesus.
I will say these things are perfect for dioramas. So if you're looking for like background stuff, like a bar or like the Harry Potter stuff really works.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
And Jeff, thank you so much for the smokes and road beers as usual.
Double J's the best. Look at this guy in here too. Double J is true gentleman of the toy universe.
Or is it upside down? I don't know.
It's Chad for 3 rad guys, an awesome chat, and one of my dearest friends, Mikey.
Dearest Michael.
So obviously you get a big ass bottle of tequila.
Thank you, it's Chad.
Chad,
tequila. Let me see that. Can you make this this Goomba big?
Yeah.
Ew, I'm making a drink here.
Hey.
So it's I don't know what tequila it is. It's
Are these what kind of scale is this for? Is this for you think that would 112 or 106?
I've seen bottles this big.
Yeah.
So you could probably put it on a shelf in terms of like depth and field.
Yeah.
And you can get a nice shot with it. Like I say, if you have a guy at a bar and this is all like top shelf stuff.
Yeah, nobody will notice.
No one will notice the size.
Yeah, I do that shit all the time.
It has this little box here. I don't know what's in it. About to open it.
Pack of Newports.
It'll be fun.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Extra mentholated.
It's literally a
Now we're
box
talking.
of glasses. It's a box of literal like what would be, I guess, beer glasses.
Oh, that's awesome. Little pints.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And they got a fancy little table here. It's octopus. I guess you stack the table up on top of it, and then put your drink and shit on it. But it doesn't really balance well, so I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But this thing is pretty sick. I got like I said, the Harry Potter ones. If you're into like witches and like science,
I saw it at Target. I want to buy it, but I'm telling you, my toy space is a nightmare right now. It is nuts. I have so where I do my little reviews, obviously I have a little clear space. To the right of it is a pile of fucking hands, man. A pile. Like
I have a thing that just goes around the side of my set and up the side. Like there's a Savage Crucible lizard back there. Like, put me on a shelf.
I don't feel good about myself right now.
I don't either, man. I don't either.
I have to buy like you mentioned all the things for space. I need like a Craftsman legit toolbox that's like 6 feet high for all this shit.
Yeah.
It comes with a little salt shaker, which is pretty funny.
Oh, let me
that's funny.
Now this is big. Like I won't scale like I would probably be like a 1/6, I would say.
Yeah.
I had to put a gun to my head. But like I said, if you're putting it in the background for something, or it could just act as something else. This could just be a giant jar of some shit for somebody. Same thing with this bottle. And obviously this is resin, so it's a UV resin. So you mix the drink, you pour there's actual resin in here, and you pour it in the glass. You add the salt on the rim. They have little lemons.
What's the age on this? Don't tell me it's like 6 and above.
I don't know. I said they 14 plus.
All right, teaching 14-year-olds how to make a rim tequila.
Why not? Mr. Beast is teaching them how to gamble. Why not?
He needs
a endless amount of drinks.
Oh my God! Look at that. You're a bartender. It's bartender Tony.
You can make.
Can I have a margarita, please, sir?
This one right here, the tequila shots with the octopus. The octopus holds the drinks, I guess.
Yes.
So, like I said, these things I'm getting into because, like I said, for dioramas, they're literally a godsend. Like,
what do they cost a piece?
No, the Harry Potter and the Lord of the Rings ones cost $9, almost $10. And I think this one I got for $6 a piece. I bought 2. So the alcohol ones are like $6 on Amazon. But for the glasses and shit, I thought it was worth it. $6 ain't bad.
Jar of Coke.
It's my smelling salt.
Tony Montana figure.
That's actually very true.
The last Tony Montana figure was Mezco, like the
big goofy
stylized one. Yeah.
SD Toys made one of him slumping in a chair, but it's more like a statue that's like 6-inch.
Yeah.
But that's the last one. I have the NECA one in the blue suit with the screw face. He's like, "Rrr."
Oh, really?
Yeah. They did 2 of them like a long time ago, and they actually move a little bit. He came with like the gun at the end.
Oh,
so you get the white pinstripe, and then you get the blue suit where he goes fucking crazy. So
Yeah.
I got to dig out all my old NECA stuff, man. Like,
Yeah.
I know it's just right over there in a box. I just got to do it.
Yeah, they made some gems, man. If
what you got?
No, Tony Montana reference, which that game is a great game too. It was played by
Oh,
Grand
that
Theft Auto.
is. Yeah. Didn't they make a second one, or did they remaster it?
They
I can't
remastered it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it was like it was a PS2 game forever, and then it became Xbox, and they upgraded it or something. But
And I had to say game to segue into my own bullshit. I set that up, baby. I don't care what any of these jackasses say. Nerd, whatever, Roddick, and Mudahar. These are video game guys. That fucking Star Wars game is fun as shit. The only thing I don't like, now I'm about 7 hours in now since we last talked, because I still got to play Fortnite. This chick can, like, I bumped the difficulty up as well to hard, but you could still, like, take down a stormtrooper like they're, you know, a bag of fucking sand. And that kind of, like, I don't know, the stormtroopers should put up a little bit of a fight. I know they're goofs. I know they missed their shots, but they got to be a little bit of a threat. You know what I mean? Now, I have died a bunch of times. When they shoot at you, it's fine. But just to get behind them and hit a button and beat the shit out of them is kind of like, okay. But fun game. I don't give a shit what anyone tells me.
hey, man, if you're having a good time, that's what it's all about. Because, like I said, I talk about the Mad Max game, and it's a piece of
Well, that
shit.
game is
I
actually
love it.
no, that Mad Max game was actually, when it came out, they tried to shit on it, but years later, it's become like a sleeper hit.
Yeah, because it's amazing. Who wants to get this one?
I got it. Farfig Newton, 1999 super chat, wanted to show some love to you gents and say that's anime for the good times. Cheers, fellas.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you, man.
Anime, you too.
I will say this. This is worth it. It's
What's
a little
this?
bag. It's a little bag of ice. And it actually has tiny little cubes all in this bag. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. And it has Moscow Mule. I assume that's vodka.
Oh,
and this cup, while looks big for most figures, will probably fit in your bigger figures' hands.
Oh yeah.
So if you have like if you're using like either He-Man figures and like Beastman and shit, it'll probably look good in his hand if you want to have him drink some meat.
Or Maestro is the smart Hulk. It finally just came to me, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah.
Hey, you got it 3 weeks later. Gold sticker.
Fuck you. That is Hulk, right?
You're gonna have to make a.
You did get it, honestly.
Yes,
you're right.
it's Hulk.
Yeah, it was my son.
And he is smart, right? He doesn't look smart,
well.
right?
Yeah, well, it's him at the end of like his life, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like
Fucking
Smart Hulk with the spectacles, but yeah,
Right.
he is an intelligent being. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So
All
did you
I
get
read-
any- Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm just saying, for me, all I read when I was a kid was Ninja Turtles and Spider-Man. I wasn't like a and you know what comic book I liked that everybody kind of thought was stupid is the Excalibur, when Nightcrawler as like the lead.
Nah, I read that shit.
Yeah,
man.
it was fun.
That's a really good run, man. Like,
I think that'd be a good
probably
movie.
like up to 50 issues. It's pretty solid. And then it kind of later
Yeah.
on goes a little wacky, but they
Yeah.
all do.
I think that would be a fun movie because it's a lot of weird shit going on in it.
It's solid. It's solid. And I love all that crazy shit with fucking Captain Britain being an alcoholic and shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's all really good.
What's
Captain
that?
Britain alcoholic. That was just funny.
Yeah,
got all that
well, I mean, it's a big part of the first storyline.
Yeah.
So, you know, like I think he throws like Megan a beat in like the first 2 pages. you
Yeah,
know?
she was there.
It's brutal, dude. It's like it was a good book.
Yeah. That was back in the day when your corner stores sold comic books on like that. The
Fuck
spinning,
yeah,
the spindle.
spinner,
Oh, the days, man.
Yeah, I have to look at those things all the time because my boss collects them, man. Like one time, like a million years ago, I had to drive into the like middle of New Jersey to go get one, and I was like, "Where the fuck am I?" I'm like, "This guy's gonna like fucking kill me!" Like, It was so weird. And then like I had to go into his house, and it was like it was like a hoarder to the ceiling. The place smelled like death. Like I didn't think I was coming back out. Like
I thought about you.
I was young and spry back then. I'm like, I could take this guy. I mean,
I thought about you and your movie poster shit. I went to sleep to. I love the movie Zodiac. It's one of the movies where if I can't find anything, I pop on Zodiac.
Great movie.
Remember, he had to go to the guy that was the poster expert, and I thought of you. Not that I thought that guy was you.
No, but that's a great movie. That's a great David Fincher movie.
That scene is fucking scary too, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the guy worked at the theater and was getting the posters. I thought of you and your big poster collection.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Well, I was in bed too.
No. Oh, hey, and I've seen Drew G's name here like a million times, man. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, Drew is a G.
Yeah, he is. He is. He has that huge basement. That thing, like, panic.
Supposedly, there's some TikTok guy who's getting big on TikTok because he thinks his uncle was a Zodiac killer too, that's why I watched the movie. I saw he has millions of views where he compared his uncle's signature to the Zodiac signature. It's interesting.
That is crazy. That's a hell of an allegation. Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why would you want to be famous for that?
It's 20.
Because people want to be famous for anything. They're like, look, I took a shit on the sidewalk. I'm funny. You know what I mean? No,
yeah, fucking morons.
Exactly.
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
You have to develop the talent before you go on the internet, not go on the internet and think you'll get it. It doesn't work that
Try
way.
telling the people on the internet that.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Dickweeds.
Yes.
It's a wild place.
It really truly is.
Yeah, it's a wild place. It's cool though. We could talk about toys and alcoholic drinks for your toys.
In front of 130 people too.
Yeah.
130 people enjoying this.
Toys with butt heads. Kind of resembles my fucking head. Scary.
Little pale. He's a little pale.
Then I went down a Nardwar rabbit hole this weekend. Ever watch guy interviews his musicians
with the gray hair, right?
Yeah, and wears the hat. Yeah. So Nardwar, at his beginning, he got like bullied by a bunch of bands. So I felt bad for this guy. I wanted to beat up the bullies like I did my grill. So that was fun. I get down these YouTube rabbit holes, man. It'll go on for fucking hours, dude. It's not good.
See, I stop myself. I'm just like, I have too much shit to do. So I'm always like, I can't waste time watching TV. I can't do it. And then like,
I'm one of the people when I get overwhelmed with a bunch of shit to do, I don't do anything. I'm like, none of it's getting done. So I'm just going to
let me doom scroll.
Not good, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I always just feel guilt for not being productive. So I always try to just do shit. Except for organize my £1 million
different shit. Different.
Well, other shit, real life crap. Like, out of the toy room crap. So. Oh, Zakanin. I owe Zakanin his very special branding. You are the man. You are the best. And thank you for always doing this. Thank you, Zakanin. You are the man.
What a mensch.
He's the best.
It's not off topic. I'm two things for Beetlejuice for me. I'm seeing it in a local theater that I used to do commercials for, and it's the last month of that theater, so it's kind of bittersweet. So I will be seeing Beetlejuice there. I'm excited. I hope it's a banger. We need something. Coming off Deadpool, we need another banger. And there's a lot of fans of Beetlejuice, so it'd be great to see if it does well. And I'm not getting that house because, once again, as we mentioned before, space Space is getting fucking weird, man.
How big is that thing?
It's I don't
Pretty
know.
big.
But it doesn't go back. It's just like a facade. So it's just with a little bit of shit.
Now it might be cool for your background for reviews.
Yeah,
so there's that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm buying it just because I love that fucking scene in the movie, like that. You know, when he's hopping his way to the whorehouse, like doing his little dance. I love that. So
Yeah.
For me, I'll definitely pick it up. But as far as the new movie, I have no fucking hope, man. I saw that scene that they put out, and they gave Beetlejuice an origin, and it's fucking stupid. So.
Oh no!
Yeah, I don't know how this movie's gonna play. Man.
I don't want some
this
things you don't need to
be-
know. You don't need. I don't.
Yeah, no. It ruined Beetlejuice for me. Like it's
Ugh.
dumb. Like it's not horrible, but like I didn't want to know where Beetlejuice comes from. That's half the fun.
I don't need to.
Is not knowing. Sometimes not knowing makes things better because you're just like, you know. So
you don't want to run into the metachlorian thing again. You
know? Like, oh, they
leave it unexplored for fuck's sake.
They went head first into the midichlorians. It's
my God.
Yeah, and now this new movie is forever wrapped around the other one because they're like, oh, let's build some lore, and it's like it's Beetlejuice. Come on, let's get to the funny ghost shit. He's only in the movie for 20 minutes, so let's go. You know what I mean? Because they said that, just like the first one, he's maybe going to be in it for 20 minutes if you're lucky. So, you know, that's what it is. It isn't like
that's called the old bait switch.
Am I the only one who blames the internet for that? Because all these idiots like that stupid Wednesday Addams show, and they wanted to see this dummy put her in that Beetlejuice movie.
I don't know.
That's right. That's really what it boils down to. Because I saw like all this. Speculation. Everybody's like, "Oh, they should make this because of this." And
I'm gonna say actors from the last 10 years can't act their way out of paper bags. Like every person I see come up is like, "Oh, you're terrible." Like even Chris Hemsworth, people are like, "Oh, he's a big star." Like, dude, if you watch like the making of the fucking like Furioso, you see him sweating because he had to act in the movie. And then you watch the movie and you're like, he's not that good in it. And he's sitting there like having a nervous breakdown because he actually has to do something like actually act. So it was like, they're all just flatline. Like I haven't seen a new actor where I was like, whoa. You know your craft, you know what I mean? So
it pissed me off about the new Batman movie. That kid who played the Riddler, that kid can act his ass off. And then one of his biggest scenes was through like a cell phone where Batman is like talking to him through a cell phone. I'm like, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah, but he's been in good shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ever see Prisoners?
There Will Be Blood. Like, dude. Like,
There Will Be Blood
he's insane in that movie. He's so good. So.
That and Prisoners, a few years apart, but he's so good in them two films, man.
Yeah,
ever seen Prisoners, Tony? You got a blanket.
No, never seen it.
Prisoners has
Hugh Jackman,
Wolverine, and Jake Gyllenhaal, Mysterio.
Okay.
It is a masterclass in like story building and getting to like suspense and really. It's so fucking good, man.
All right.
Oh God, Mikey, you ever see Prisoners?
I have not.
Watch it tonight.
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
I'll put it in the queue.
Oh, look at this. E.G. Prisoners, an all-time top 10 for me.
Did you see 13th Warrior yet?
I did not.
Dude, come on.
Dude, I went down a fucking rabbit hole, I told you, of this fucking dorky music interviewer where he talked about Henry Rollins having a soup can for a dick.
Jesus Christ. I think you would have been better suited for the 13th Warrior. I'm telling you.
All right.
Don't let it pass by you. It's a
so
fucking
good.
hidden gem.
Yeah. Paul Dano.
He's sitting at the bonfire, figures out their language. So cool.
Oh, really? Another person who fucking loves 13th. Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember the first time I saw it? It's amazing.
Yeah,
I'm not doubting anyone.
Here it comes.
I think I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna order the fucking Blu-ray and really do it justice. Watch it in all its glory.
There is no Blu-ray. And
Okay,
the,
I'm going to get it on VHS.
Well, no, the DVD looks like shit.
Really? How do I watch it then? Am I fucking
Just order a digital copy. It's the only way to get it in HD. And be careful where you get it because they'll pan and scan it. I'll give you a copy of the DVD when we meet up.
plot thickens with this one?
I have extra copies from my store. I'll get it to you. You
All
don't
right.
want to. You have to be very careful because they fucked that movie up so bad. So
This is crazy.
and it gets no love. Like I
Yeah,
don't-
no.
And
I've never
they're
heard
supposed-
anybody outside of this chat talk
Yeah.
about it.
So
Like,
if you watch
seriously.
the trailer, a lot of comments are underrated, such a good
Yeah.
movie. You know,
Yeah, and everybody's seen it. It's weird, except for you, Gaines.
Like what year? What year did that movie come out?
Like
we 95,
like
4, something like that.
like between 95 and 7.
Yeah,
somewhere
right.
around
It was
there.
right in
I
that
think-
time.
I think 97 because that's when I like was very close to be like Blu-rays or
Yeah.
DVDs were like mainstay. So,
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think at that time that those kinds of adventure style movies just weren't the rage. So nobody gave a
Yeah,
shit.
not
That's why
at
it
all.
didn't do
Nobody
well.
gave a shit about
It
it.
Yeah.
followed no trend, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
but
what
it was
for you.
definitely worth a watch, bud. For real.
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
watch the first 12 first. I don't want to come in late.
Vikings, that's not
Oh, there you
exciting at
go.
all.
1999. That's when it came out.
Oh,
So
There you go.
1999.
that was
makes
right in the heart of the attitude era. Ain't no one going to see period movies.
Yeah,
No. They're home watching Stacy Keebler and fucking what was the other one that was married to Mark Merrow? Sable.
Mhm.
Sable, baby. Sable
Mm.
bomb. I bought that Playboy fired up.
It's married to Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
How about-
Oh yeah.
How about this one, Gaines? You see Megaforce?
Who's in Megaforce?
Nobody. It's with the stupid cars and motorcycles, you know. I couldn't tell you more than that. They have a fancy doom buggy. It's kind of like G.I. Joe. It's kind of just
Sounds
a goof-
familiar.
It's very goofy, like what is it?
This is fucking
Delta Force. So
okay. It's the
It's campy as
I'm
all.
telling
Oh,
you,
man.
you're coming here in the winter, and I'm gonna film you beating the shit out of my grill. Like, I
I'll
need to
fight you,
just make
girl.
a short film of you just like looking at your phone, losing some money, taking a big breath, just walk outside, big scream.
Gaines, just out of
I'll beat the
curiosity.
shit out of that thing for you.
Gaines, just out of curiosity, who was your first round pick?
What?
Did who was your first
My
round
draft
pick?
is tomorrow night.
Oh, so you didn't have the draft yet? All right. Okay, because I haven't played it
Not
so
tomorrow
long.
night.
I
It's
don't
a
even.
big night.
Yeah, I'm excited to see. I
So
wish you all
I
the
hate
best.
having the first. I hate having the first pick. A lot of pressure when you have that first pick.
First pick. You have the
It's
first
supposed
pick.
to be
I don't like
fun, Gaines.
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, it's not. It's not. It is It is stress from week 1 to the last week. But it is fun when you win.
Yeah.
Tell you that.
Dude, I work with this guy who's so nonchalant, dude, and he plays leagues and just always wins. And like everybody around him gets so sour. Like one guy actually was like a motherfucking dick to him. I was like, "You took that shit." He's like, "Yeah, I won." You know, it's funny. He just massacres people doing it.
I will say this: it's literally. I mean, it does take skill, but you just have to master the free agent. Though you have to.
It does take skill.
Yeah.
I usually win in free agency. Just looking up fucking stats, looking at this, looking at that. I do some slick shit where I'm kind of an asshole. If someone gets hurt, I'll rush right to the waiver wire and pick up the backup, so the guy can't pick up the backup.
Yeah.
Just to be a dick, you know.
Yeah. Sometimes you'll what you do is you always handcuff the backup to a guy who's injury prone.
Sure.
I used to do that shit all the time.
Yeah, there's some skill.
You draft somebody, especially if you draft Aaron Rodgers. Everybody used to think that's such a great draft pick, but you better handcuff his ass because that guy was likely to always go down.
Of course.
For a giant.
The way I got my job at Bimbo Bakeries on my resume, I put down won my championship in fantasy twice. So I managed some shit.
You were hitting home runs on that fucking application.
I was like, "Are you for real?"
I think I would have been like, "Shit."
That's 100% fact, Jeff.
Yeah.
It pretty much is. It's just playing the odds, checking
Very
the
stat
numbers.
driven.
Yeah, it's really what it boils
Couldn't
down
tell you, man. It's all Greek to me. I know nothing about it, brother. I know shit about sports. I don't give a fuck about baseball.
to.
No.
Oh yeah, I don't. It's funny. I don't even care about sports anymore. Like having if the Giants win, who gives a fuck? Because I like fantasy, and it's kind of taken over. Because if someone's playing against the Giants, now I'm rooting for that player. I don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself watching Red Zone more than like full games? Because that's what happened to me.
No, because I don't want my attention span is already getting fucking screwed up. So I like watching a full game.
Full game, all right.
But I do have
that goddamn Red Zone is not. It is. I can't watch games any other way. Like,
I know.
Just show me when they're about to score touchdowns, and I'm good. 7 hours of that, I'm good.
Yeah, I want to keep my attention span somewhat in check.
Yeah.
So I have the game on, and I check the phone. You get all them fucking screwy updates.
Yeah.
And then I curse into the air and fight grills eventually. That's only in the finals. If that wasn't the championship, I would not have fought that grill.
Yeah.
So let's just make that fucking be clear. I'm not that fucking crazy. That is the last inanimate object I've fought though. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. I used to look at fantasy football as like a legal way to gamble.
Sure.
Because if there was this big money on the line in championships, it's essentially,
yeah.
You know, that's why I could understand when you said you went out and literally pulverized the grill. Yeah. I understand the frustration.
Fucking dude.
when big money is on the line, and you're like, motherfucker.
A little bit of that gamma radiation gets in the blood.
Yeah.
I look at them winning as like a bonus check too, man. Like, because I've in my league, top 3 wins some cash. So, you know, as long as I take third, the next day I was fine because I took second. I won a couple of bucks, but you know, difference of $500 though is a lot.
Yeah, you want
especially when you have to replace a fucking grill.
Don't worry, it was a George Foreman. It took the beating and kept working.
That's the only thing I gamble on is fantasy. I don't have any apps in my phone or any of that shit.
I live 5 minutes from a casino and I can't do it.
When gambling first went legal here and we could use the apps, what are they, DraftKings and all that shit?
Yeah.
I made some money on the playoffs, on the football playoffs.
Yeah.
But I know a few people.
It's dangerous, man.
It is, because like I said, I know a few people that literally every single day.
No, fuck that.
Making a bet.
It's dangerous. Don't do it. I didn't even bother to do it, you know.
I don't fuck around.
Yeah, I literally have a casino 5 minutes up the road, and then there's another one like 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
I live like between 2 casinos, and I just go there and I can't do it. I'm just like, this is a fucking waste of money to me. You know what I mean? Like I go there and get food because the food's good in casinos, but other than that, like I put $1 in and it was gone like instantly. And I'm like, you know what? Like when I do that little breakdown, what do I make per hour? And then, you know, once you start cranking numbers on gambling, you'll just be like, bleh! And then you'll stop because you're like, fuck this, man. So
I barely even play luck. I have this thing with luck and not karma, but more of like luck and bad luck. I'm like superstitious in that manner. I'll probably win 20 million and get like brain cancer 2 weeks later. So so I don't even bother. I'll just live the rest of my life broke, fucking with you guys.
So you don't want to risk brain cancer, for God's sake.
No, I'd rather be alive and broke, you know.
Yeah.
That's just the way I see it. It's my luck, probably, you know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Once in a blue moon, I buy lottery tickets. I might spend like $20 on lottery tickets a year.
Yeah.
No,
I let my wife play now. She does all the gambling as far as lottery, you know.
The jackpot for the lottery has to be, you know, like impressive for me to come out and play. Yeah.
We are not even toys have gone out the fucking window. Yeah. Sex bots. Gambling, we got it all.
This is what we do. This is what we do. We just
I mean, my father was a degenerate gambler, so I learned through watching him. Fucking that man suffered, so it scared me from all this.
Mikey, Zakanan has a question for you. What's Mikey's biggest vice that he can share legally?
Oh, baby, come on.
That's a extraordinarily important caveat right there.
I like rotisserie chickens.
Come on, Mikey. Come on. That's what we do on Raw Dog fucking Monday. Come on.
I would say my biggest vice is buying toys with the thought that I will use it for something someday. I don't. This is essentially, you're looking at about half of my collection. Like, it's fairly small.
That's true.
But everything I buy, for the most part, goes into customs for the business for work.
Yeah.
So like that has gotten me into a couple of tight spots, just being like, oh, if I get that now, I can use it for this or I can use it for that. So that is probably my biggest vice. I've cut out a lot of my vices.
Okay, good.
Very nice.
Good. That's good. Yeah. I just can't get into gambling because, like you said, when you start to realize what it took to win, like how much you spent just to win the little bit, you're like, oh my goodness, the ratio is not. This is not correct.
Yeah, I honestly know. I'm not saying anything, but I know somebody who gambles very big.
Yeah,
and they do really well. But when you calculate how much money they put in over a year and what they actually win, it's pretty brutal to break even and stuff. So, like, if you're not like pulling huge pots and playing in big tournaments, you can't do it. But then I have another friend who does it for a living. Like, because we live so close to casinos, he qualifies for all these things, and he's in Vegas like 3 times a year for like a month or two, and people stake him. So he's got bankroll, and then he makes the money for the year and comes back, like it's crazy. But I couldn't handle that kind of shit because I've seen him like be staked and then lose everything. And he comes home and he's like, sorry. And everybody who staked him's fucked. And he's like, well, you knew it could go this way. So it's like, it can be brutal no matter how good you are at it, man.
Yeah.
So,
Jason and Vilista sends a $1.99 super chat. Thanks, bud.
Thank you, buddy.
I think you felt bad for my being afraid of cancer.
Mikey,
Thank you, Jason.
With the exception of Snake Plissken, have you made any other movie inspired customs?
And I got one from Mikey.
I've done a lot of painted heads of movie characters for people.
Okay.
Full figures. Let me think. I've got a couple on my shelf. Like this one right here is Lee Majors from Night the Reindeer Died from Scrooged.
Okay. Wow.
Next to him is
great.
Gunny Highway from Heartbreak Ridge.
Nice, dude.
That's East. What's his name? Mitchell Grant from Firefox in progress.
Oh,
there
shit! Is he in a flight suit?
Well, kinda. We're kind of limited on parts, but
I gotta see this.
No, sweet.
Oh my God! You might. Oh, Mikey.
Wow.
I might need an Eastwood head from you, man. Ooh.
And then
I need a Harry Callahan now.
There's John McClane's back there.
Hell yeah.
I've done more for myself for the movie character stuff than I have for other people for sure.
Yeah.
I have just one more question for you, and because Jerk says he has a question for you. So could you find me an Axel Foley head?
I knew you were going to say it. I was going to do it for you. That's my question too.
Yeah,
we need Axel Foley's all around.
Yeah,
I can look for one for sure.
We're big Axel Foley fans.
Yeah, I've been dying for an Axel Foley figure, so we have to talk.
Yeah, because I mean that's everybody. You get Axel Foley. The only person you can't do from any movie is Vampire in Brooklyn. That's it.
Yeah,
like you can pretty much hit every role.
Pretty much Eddie Murphy, no matter what.
Yeah.
That's definitely true.
You're gonna. Everyone's gonna hate me for this though. My favorite Murphy movie is actually Boomerang. So
Well, it's not a bad movie. It's a good movie.
I do hate you, but Chappelle's scene in that movie is
Yes.
fantastic.
Oh my god.
Chappelle is amazing on that stage, just getting ripped to shreds. So yeah, that's good shit.
You know, I think one movie that he doesn't get enough credit for is Life with Martin Lawrence.
Life is great, man.
That's a great film.
I thought you were going to say Pluto, whatever. Pluto Nash.
Pluto Nash. Fuck that movie.
I would say Daddy Daycare, but you know, that's just.
By that point, though, he was like he was doing those weird movies like The Guru or whatever the fuck he was.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
Golden Child was fucking great too.
Yeah.
Goldfinger, that was the name of that.
He's done some bangers, man.
Yeah.
Really did.
Because we definitely, after seeing Jerk's cold opening for the Vanguard, we definitely need a Tango and Cash custom.
Yeah.
That should definitely be on your short list, Mikey.
Yeah.
I would love that because I love Tango and Cash. In fact, I wore a shirt specifically for you guys. It's my Kurt Russell shirt.
Oh my god! It's so much Kurt Russell on there.
Yeah. Whoa! Right there, make the man big. I gotta see this.
Yeah, we're a big fan.
That man's a national treasure. Doesn't get enough credit.
Yeah. That's all of them, baby. Yeah. Oh, that is dope.
That's a great shirt.
So good.
Or that just for you guys, because I think in every one of your guys is something I've mentioned something about fucking Tango and Cash.
Yeah.
What's the fucking comedy with him and Goldie Hawn? Where he
Overboard.
Yeah. My mom loved that movie, and I love it to this. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
Man.
That one and Bird on a Wire.
Yes.
Yeah. Mel Gibson's great in that movie.
Yeah. Oh, used cars for me. Absolutely love used cars.
Yeah, that is a
Oh yeah, we talked about that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Used Cars is fucking really fucking good, man.
Yep. And then I would Soldier. I know we probably said that. I love that. That's his last action movie, pretty much.
Is it?
Well, he said he broke a bunch of bones of doing it, so that was like stunt double after that. You know what I mean? Like he didn't do any of his own shit.
Breakdown
anymore.
is fucking great too.
It's been a very long time, but is that the one with Kiefer Sutherland's like a bad guy in that one, or am I thinking of something else?
Breakdown's the one with like the truck following him, right?
Okay, I'm wrong then. Thinking what the fuck movie am I thinking of? I don't even fucking know.
Yeah,
it all gets skewed.
It does. When you watch so much shit, it becomes one big movie in your head. It's fucking.
It sure does.
Oh baby, Kurt Russell, State of America.
Yeah.
The Thing is still my favorite.
Oh,
I love watching The Thing in the wintertime. It's like a tradition. There's something about it.
You do that at like the end of January when it's like fucking just a frozen tundra.
Yeah.
For real.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
I'm about
cold
to
here.
That.
If I could just complain real quick, it's getting too cold in the East Coast.
It got cold quick, man.
What?
Today it's
at
fucking
night,
crazy.
At night. Okay, we're getting that. We're getting that 90 degrees during the day, and then it drops to 50 at night. That's a big swing, man. Like,
it's crazy.
It can fuck you up.
I like it. I love it all.
I love having seasons, so I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. But it doesn't seem like we get many seasons anymore. It kind of goes from summer to winter and winter right into summer.
Yeah.
Like it just gets hot, cold, hot, cold. It doesn't.
Yeah.
True.
No more fall or spring.
Yeah.
It's been a few weeks. And if someone in chat doesn't want to hear this, close your ears. I have no time to see this fucking alien movie.
What do you got?
You've mentioned what you hated about the last act in Alien.
Okay.
So for chat, listen up. This is going to be spoiler territory.
Yeah, if you don't want to hear what I have to say about Alien, okay. Now, remember what I said about I'm not going to ruin the whole movie for you. I'm not going there.
At this point, it's not going to, I don't fucking
care. All I'm saying is...
just being honest.
Okay. Somehow they made face huggers out of black goo. Okay, they find the alien that was supposedly blown up in 3 nuclear explosions.
Yeah.
Okay. When
they're obsessed with that black goo, man.
Because I fucking hate it. It's stupid.
The black goo.
So they get the black goo out of the alien. Okay. Then supposedly later on in the movie, somebody takes the black goo because they're hurt. And they're pregnant. Okay.
Mm.
So in the 4th act, they lay an egg. Okay. Instead of having a baby, she shits out a horrible egg. Okay. The egg hatches, and it's another dumb fucking alien hybrid monster that looks even worse than the thing in Resurrection. Okay. And it's just, why?
Yeah.
Why couldn't it just be a queen alien? Everybody would have loved it. You could
everyone likes to have
the
their
black
own
goo.
spin.
Why the goo?
The gabagoo.
It's so dumb. It's so
Are you referring to that weird?
Yeah.
weird
Okay. And not only that, she shits that thing out. She leaves for 1 minute. 1 minute, because the movie has a countdown timer. Yeah. And when they come back, it's 9 feet tall. So, like, everything about the movie is broken. And the problem is the first, like, third of it is, you're like, okay, I can deal with this dumb thing. It looks good. Okay. That was kind of cool. And then it just falls off retard cliff. Like, it is so bad. And, like, even the logic in how they have the alien back makes no sense, because, like, the movie starts and there's like space debris of the ship that got blown up from the first movie. It would not happen.
Okay.
Not only 1 nuclear bomb, 3. And then the alien is intact, so it could survive a nuclear explosion too. Like, none of it makes sense. So very bad. Very bad.
So this movie is no 13th Warrior.
No. It's trash. And dude, I have written a whole video that's like a half an hour long, destroying the franchise.
Whoa.
So we talk about how good the first two
want to leave
are.
after. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
Okay.
Dude. The logic, all logic is out the window. And like, every filmmaker makes his own lore, and it's so muddied and so stupid. It has just gone from a very good alien movie, like monster movie, to like this dumb, space Jesus made the fucking black goo, and then a robot with a brain turned it into a bioweapon. It's like, it's so bad. It's like what we said about leaving things a mystery makes it so much better.
Yeah.
And if you're not smart enough to make your own franchise, don't make up shit in somebody else's that ruins it completely. Like, this is so bad.
This is probably something you saw, Jerk. This is definitely a Jerk film. Japanese poop zombie ass.
I had it at the store. I wouldn't watch. I don't like.
He's a man of taste.
There are certain things. I'm trying to remember. There are these Japanese horror movies, or Chinese. I'm sorry if I fuck them up, but they're made by a company called Guinea Pig, and like, they're like the most disgusting movies ever. And I'm just not in, like, I like horror when it's done tastefully, but like, once you start going like gross to be gross, I'm not into it at all. Like, those kind of, I'm trying to like mentally stop like remembering some of that shit. So
you know, we asked Mikey about all the customs he made. Mikey, what figures do you have back there that isn't a custom that you saw and bought because you were like, I like this figure and I want to put it on my shelf?
So this is a handsome looking figure.
Most of this here. So there's 2 of the Horde figures, the gray and red one, and then the Tracer one. There's some Steel Core figures back here. There's a Hawk. There's a few in there. There's a Snow Serpent. But what happens is, I think I'm like, I get the figure and I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And then it pretty much just goes up here until I customize it sometimes.
Oh, okay.
So like, I know I want to do something with that, but that looks cool on the shelf for now. Like, as far as classified figures go, now the Marvel stuff over here, it's for the most part pretty much out of the box, except for X-Force figures.
Now, with the exception of that Destro and Tombstone, have you used Marvel figures more unclassified or vice versa?
Not very much. Occasionally accessories, but not typically. No.
All right. Okay.
Now I got a question. What is your primary to collect? What do you collect? Like, what is your primary thing you like to collect? Or is it just random? You just like what you like and that's it?
Yeah, it's pretty random. I mean, I guess my collection started with Legends, because I wanted Wolverines and I wanted, an X-Men team, and my Avengers are up on this shelf over here. So I mean, as far as collecting, it's a really small window that's focused. Everything else just like, man, that's a cool figure. I'll get that.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's kind of where I'm getting.
Yeah, that's what I do. I mean, I collect lines here and there, but everything is picking and choosing. I don't solidly collect anything all the way through. So
I have no allegiance.
Yeah,
me neither. I don't either. I collect whatever I think looks cool is what I collect. I know a lot of people, a lot of YouTubers will try to tell you we're only buying this stuff for nostalgia. I'm not, because I wasn't even a huge DC fan. I collect, my majority of what I collect is DC. I think it looks cool. So look at that.
Yeah.
That's not
like, yeah. I love Zoidberg. I'll buy every Zoidberg in any form. Right. Yeah.
I think the nostalgia angle is because a lot of the designs look so good and they're timeless.
Yeah. But honestly, I don't have any nostalgia for this. Like, I like Fire and Ice, but I like this because it's a cool looking figure. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
exactly. So
I would say tits is like the ultimate nostalgia.
Well, I'm all about the titties, man.
That's like the first evacuation we all get.
Yeah,
it really was. Elvira did it to me, man.
Oh my god, she ruined a whole generation of men with those things.
You know who?
Howitzers.
You know who else got tiny gains going back in the day? My first, like, holy shit, tits are amazing. Miss Tessmacher from Superman, from the first Superman.
I could see that.
Lex Luthor's girlfriend had them fucking titties, man.
Yep, he had the bimbo girlfriends. So.
Yes.
Yep.
And then it was Elvira.
A different, Elvira is definitely the big one. Like,
yes, that's when she let you know, like, what the fuck? There's something to this with these girls and these big round things in their chest. What are we talking about? Alien?
We're back to Alien.
Jesus. Did any of you guys
like, here, look, I mean, like, it looks so bad, dude. It looks like I blew my nose and just opened the thing up, and you're like, oh, that's an alien.
Jesus.
That's where the inspiration came from, actually.
It's so bad. Like, they tried to make it look like an engineer too, which is the worst thing you can do.
Oh, really?
It looks more like an engineer than an alien human. So, like, she literally just gives birth to like an 8 foot tall engineer that's like, like all bones. Really? So
great comment from Mimir. He has no nostalgia for Street Fighter. Never played it. Doesn't give a fuck. But that figure line I'm collecting, and they're just great figures. Yeah, because and they're good designs. So that Street Fighter 2 figure design, that character design is you can't beat it.
Tops.
That's how I know nobody gives a shit about Power Rangers, but that's how that Lightning collection just got me now. Because now
I told you were going down a hole.
Yeah, son of a
I
bitch.
told you they were good figures. Once you get one, they're solid. You're like, shit,
awesome.
These are better than Black Series builds.
Because now I'm jumping off and I'm getting all kinds of different Rangers and shit like that. So I have no nostalgia for them. I don't care at all about the Power Rangers, but the figures are so cool that I'm like, all right,
they're fun.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Zakanan's talking about the Howitzer Club down there.
Oh man.
Yeah, she was in that caveman flick, man. Raquel Welch. That was the shit.
Did any of you guys pre-order the Breadman?
I did not yet, but I think I'm going to, because I'm skipping the Rattler. Like I wanted to make the decision, and honestly, the pre-order price is really good. Like I wouldn't buy it at over $100, but if it's under 100 and shipping, like a van could work for what I do. You know what I mean?
I'm
And
definitely jumping off and getting the Punisher looking one.
yeah.
That's the one I thought about.
Yeah, I'm not buying. I'm just gonna buy the regular black van. I'm not gonna do the armor on the front or anything. I just want a goofy van, like, because I'm always doing intros. So to have like just a nondescript van is hilarious. Like I could make shorts till the end of time just around a van. So you know, to me, that's a business write-off right there.
Yeah.
And
how long? Yeah, I know. How long does this pre-order go on for? Or this
a while?
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm good with it, because I'm like, what, like October?
I think so, something like that.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, so I can get through the last couple of cons because I got Allentown, and then we got New Jersey, and
Toy Con, baby.
And then it's Legion's Con. Really isn't a con that I'm gonna spend money at. I'm just going to hang out. So.
Okay.
So
that's in November, right?
Yeah, I'm just going there to hang out. I should have went last year, and I was sitting home, and I was just like, I should have went. I didn't do anything. I think I was like yelling at toys, like filming a video, and I should have just went and had fun.
It was a fun show.
Damn, Zakane, you're buying up all the ramen toys.
He's on fire.
Yeah,
I know, man. I should have gotten one of the ramen racers, but it sounds like Ace is going to rerun them, and he's not going to put the electronics in it, which will make them cheaper.
Oh, do it. That's great.
So then I'm good, because I don't need lights and sounds in anything. Like, it does nothing for me. You know,
agreed.
Like when the cockpit lit up in the HISS tank, I was like, oh, that's cool. Okay, take the batteries out. I don't give a fuck anymore. So. If that would dramatically drop the price of something, then it makes it better. So
yeah, I agree.
And the Ramen Racer is just like the van. It's a nondescript vehicle I could throw in the background of something just to give you that sense of realism. And also, I got another fun car to fucking look at. So it's the double win.
Oh yeah,
because that's why I bought the stealth one. Because it looks like a nondescript vehicle when you put a fucking lid on it. You know what I mean? Like, it just looks like an SUV. So I like it that way.
That's literally why I got it, because the versatility. Because it can be used with multiple things. It doesn't have to be just strictly army stuff. That was one of the deciding factors for me. I'm mad that I missed out on the Ramen Racer myself. So I'm actually happy that I heard the same thing you heard, that he is going to.
It looks really nice.
The
chrome, it looks really good.
Yeah. And I might have to go full General Lee on that shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like, it is so tempting. Like when I was a little, like one of my first memories, my parents used to have this restaurant like north of Scranton. And there was an insurance office next door, and the dude had a General Lee. Like,
wow.
And dude, it was so cool to always see it, because like it was rerunning on TV when I was a little kid. So I'd be like, oh. And then he flipped it and fucked his leg up, and it was bad, but you know, it was really cool as a kid. Yeah. Oh my God. Just to see it in town was like, oh, Bo and Luke Duke live in my town. You know, it was so cool.
I had the, I think Mego made the toy back in the day. Little General Mento.
They come in collections all the time. Just the figures, not the car.
Yeah.
So. And they're always just mutilated. The head's just like all the paint's gone, so they look like little Satan dolls.
I repainted a pair of those heads for Jeff W.
That's awesome.
He picked them up at DFW, and he's like, "Can you repaint these?" And I was like, "Hell yeah!"
See, they're always fucked up, dude. They always. I bet when you got them and opened them up, you were like, ah,
terrifying.
We got a comment from Warchest. Is something going on in chat that I'm not aware of? I'm down with porn stars getting into real acting gigs, kind of like strippers selling real estate. Someone should make a movie on that. Two girls forgetting their past, but they go back to porn strip. Hey, I would watch that. I don't know. I like where your mind is at.
Several of those.
Yeah, there's a Lars Van Trier movie called Nymphomaniac that actually has like real porn in the whole fucking thing, and it's horrible. It's horrible. And it's about a nymphomaniac, and it's like disgusting. Like, let me just be clear about one filmmaker I hate more than anybody in the world. I hate Lars Van Trier. Like
Wait,
that guy,
wait. You guys
that guy
stop.
should be.
We're not. We
fucking-
all love movies, but no one has your knowledge for fucking directors and all this crazy.
Yeah.
This guy's like an encyclopedia for directors and shit. So what has he directed that a normal human?
Okay, a
remember?
normal human would have heard of Nymphomaniac when it came out, and then it's been a really long time since I've talked to him. But he made a movie with Michael Fassbender where he was a sex addict. I think it was called like. I can't remember the fucking name of it, but it was like just disgusting too. And like every one of his movies are just like filth for filth's sake. Like, and I'm really I'm like a very loose guy and can handle anything. And like his movies downright like make me sick. Like fucking like he shouldn't even be allowed to make movies because he just does things for shock value.
Yeah, like Kids was shocking back in the day, but Kids had like a point to it, you know. It wasn't just
so many kids of our generation love that goddamn movie.
Which one?
Kids.
Because it felt like you were watching your life on video. And
I can't. It wasn't me. I always tell people from the years of 1995 until probably currently, if you weren't wearing spandex and was sweaty in a wrestling ring, I couldn't give two shits.
Well, I was drinking 40s and listening to, rap and skateboarding still. So Kids kind of felt like, yo, this is fucked up. These people know shit about our lives. It felt very intimate for me. And then when that kid, Casper gets fucking, I don't want to spoil Kids.
Movie only came out 27 years ago.
I don't like that movie. I never have.
Yui
Bowl, he's a gem, dude. Like that guy. Like
he does
In the Name of the King is like the most ridiculous fantasy movie you will ever see. So
he does a lot of video game stuff.
Yeah. Everything. He's the guy who did like that. What the fuck? The vampire lady fucking game from PlayStation 2.
Blood Rain.
Yeah, he made those movies. Yeah, Far Cry movie. Yeah, he makes shit. He makes pure garbage, but at least he knows he makes garbage and he embraces it. Like Lars Van Trier, like his nose is directly like fucking up his ass. Like he's just smelling his own brand. He's like, I'm so dirty. I'm so dirty. I hate that guy.
I think a lot of directors get into film a lot of them cast future girlfriends as leads. And I think it's a gateway to meet women, of course.
It's a gateway for Poontang.
Look at the guy who
it used to be. Now it ain't.
the Resident Evil director. That's his wife, Mila Jovovich. So he puts her in everything. She hasn't been in a movie without him as a director since Dazed and Confused.
Yeah, you're right.
Or maybe the science fiction movie after that with Bruce Willis.
Yeah, but Fifth Element. But she was married to Luc Besson then, so
you are fucking.
Yeah. I know everything. I used to own a video store.
Oh, that's why you're like a real life Clerks. You're like,
unfortunately,
he's Randall.
Yeah. Well, except for like when I owned my store, I wasn't watching movies doing nothing. I was listing movies that were rare on eBay, and I would buy collections of everything and just put them online. I used my store like a pawn shop. I advertised right on that street. I was buying, and I used to make a fortune buying collections.
Really?
So, guys that walk in, not know what they have. I'm like, okay, here's $20. And then I got an Earthbound. You know what I mean? It's like, so, I GameStop the world back then. That was beautiful.
The maniacal jerk voice.
I made it happen. Like if I didn't have a business partner, I would still be doing it now. You know what I mean? It was just like the relationship between me and him just didn't work out, and I didn't want to try to make it work out, and I was done with it, and I was just like, I want a paycheck now. Like I'm sick of giving you way more money than I should be giving you. So it was just time to let it go.
Yes.
But also, it's such a grind to do your own business, man. Like,
Sure is.
like especially eBay. If you're not like listing and shipping all day, it sucks so bad. Like when people are like, I want to open an online toy store. I'm like, no, you don't. Like, like people return shit all the time and they figure swap you. I used to sell on Amazon like crazy. I'd order cases of toys and just list them. Or I would order them because I knew who'd be hot. I would sit on the case for 6 months and then I would list them for like, $10, $15 over what I paid. So, like, it's not worth it. None of it's worth it. A regular job, you'll be a happier guy when you can just leave all your fucking problems at the door. It's way better when it's not keeping you up at night, praying you out.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So
I agree.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that's why I collect the paycheck now. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I'm happier with it. There's less stress, but now I do YouTube all the time, so I stress myself out with that. I'm like, I gotta make a video. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. So I always gotta obsess over something. So it's gotta happen. Yeah, at least this is like,
At least you don't have, and you don't have any trolls yet either. I had to boot another troll because you know how you can look up the comments.
Oh,
so my rule is this.
Yeah.
If I click your name in every comment, I got something. I got the jerk thing. I got jizz in my eye.
I got goofy eye.
If every comment on my video is negative, then you must just you don't like me. You're just watching me for some weird fucking hate watch.
So weird.
So
could be a crush.
Make it be a crush. I made a video about the Ben Cooper figures, and I did some research for that video because I was curious because Ben Cooper was huge in making costumes. And if you bought a Halloween, Halloween, absolutely. So I was curious as to what caused the drop off. And in my research that I did for this fucking video, which is something not that I rarely do, but I do it when it's appropriate and when I'm interested. So Ben Cooper was on top of its game, but not really making that much money. So they need every Halloween season counted towards keeping that company afloat. So in 1982, Tylenol had like their shit got messed with. They don't know if they think a guy did it, but they're not sure. They think a worker contaminated the Tylenol. So 7 people in the Chicago area did fucking, in fact, die. That spread to parents thinking that people were going to put these pills in candy. That never happened. Remember that folk tale of like a kid getting poisoned on Halloween? Mm-hmm. That never happened, but parents were so afraid that they didn't let a lot of their kids trick or treat that year.
Yeah.
In turn, it sunk the Ben Cooper costumes because no one bought costumes that year. So I had that in my video. And this guy was like, that Tylenol story never happened. You're full of shit. And I'm like, dude, you can look up real news articles and YouTube videos about it. You think I just came up with this kooky story just to piss you off?
Mm-hmm.
And we're going back and forth for like 10 minutes. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? And I looked at his name, and sure enough, every video he had something really fucking weird to say about me, my collection, why I say this shit. So give him the boot. You friend,
got to.
But you are fortunate enough to not have had, except for that one guy.
Yeah.
So when you say stress, it's more of like you got to do a lot of editing. You have to get your A game going.
Well, I always want to I always mean to make channel members shit. And I'm always like, I just want to always continue doing. So when I say stress, it's good stress because I need somewhere to focus like my extra energy. I can't come home and sit down in front of a video game without feeling guilty. I can't do things. I can't barely even watch movies without being like, I should be doing something creative. So
I agree.
It's just how I've always been. I've always been, if it wasn't this, I was doing an online store. And by the way, somebody asked me here, what I used to do when figure swappers would call me, I would have a rep that I worked with Amazon because I did sell so much stuff on my seller account. And because I was with Amazon from the beginning, I have like grandfathered in Amazon account, I could sell anything, and that's rare nowadays. But because you have to get invoices to prove that you have distributors for these things. Like Amazon does not make it easy for you to sell with them. But I would call my rep and say, look, I need you to write in this customer's notes that he's switching products illegally. And then if enough of that shit comes up on Amazon's end, they will bounce you as a customer forever.
Wow.
Now, figure swappers are usually smart enough to know not to buy from third-party companies. So, when they do it, they do get reported, because we did it the other day. Like some dude swapped a fucking like $100 Iron Man toy. I forget which one it was, but he put the fucking Marvel Legends fucking shit ass like Ollie's special Iron Man in there. So my boss just straight reported him.
Damn.
Oh, I'm
that happened to me a few times with that bullshit. I got figure swapped.
Really? With the Hasbro?
I got stupid Tiger Force Duke, and it had a broken transformer and a Hot Wheels car in it. Yeah, it made me laugh. I mean, I brought it back, got my money back, but it was just like, it's like, what the fuck?
It's like a loot box. You know what you're gonna get. That's pretty funny.
What the fuck just happened to me here? It was like, and it's happened a few times. Like I've gotten broken ones that I had to send back. But like you could clearly see that somebody put a broken one in. They just swapped theirs out.
Yeah, I Hasbro has got to look. Whoever fucking came up with that windowless packaging probably got fired. Man.
Oh yeah.
These companies really think of some bonehead shit sometimes. Man.
Oh, that tank sales at the store when we dude, like it tank sales. Like not being able to see the product you're buying.
So
especially like people in a supermarket might not care, but if you're in a specialty toy store, they fucking care. Like they want to make sure that the eyes aren't goofy or that it has two fucking left legs.
And that was such a lie too, because they'd said it under the guise that, oh, it's for the environment. We want to cut down on plastic, right? No. You make plastic all day in your toys. So if you really cared about the environment, stop making the shit. If you really care.
And we all know, because anybody who collected through that time period, every single line that went into those boxes all went to shit.
Yeah.
The most problems I've ever had buying anything.
Yeah.
Our Legends were garbage. Like G.I. Joes were even fucking worse.
Yeah.
Like,
if you want to cut down on plastic, stop making those shampoo bottle toys that no one fucking buys. The 12-inch 5-point figures.
Yeah.
Well, a kid probably gets it and is like, damn, my parents hate me.
Yeah. That goes and gets hidden behind like the in-ground pool or the above ground pool. Like
those are the Christmas
presents
Iron Man foster kids get.
Like, what is Iron Man doing behind the shed?
They are really bad. And they just pegborn, man. Those fucking things. There's a Bane at my Target, has been there for 2 years.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
The giant fucking.
He's got like this much dust on him. Like it's like
he's been there
for he has his own Facebook group by now. That's
I say the same thing every time I walk by that Elton John figure. I think of you.
I put him in.
It's still there.
God damn
it, I want that thing.
Someone moved them from the surround sound, the sound bar section to the wireless router. He's a wireless router now.
Oh, that's great. I love the box. It's so nondescript. You can get away with it.
The big ass.
It could be anything, man.
I walk by the aisle. I walk by the aisle with my wife. I said, "What do you think this is?" And I pointed at it. It was in the sound bar aisle at the time. He goes, "I assume it's a sound bar, right?" I go, "It's not."
It's Elton John, baby. It's Elton John.
It's so good, man. It's in this big, huge box.
Gaines, you got to take a picture of it for peg warmers, man, so we can bring that one up.
That was our first peg warmer.
Yeah, it was.
It was. God
that was our first one. He
now you get to revisit it.
It's so good. It's so
this time
funny.
next year.
Anniversary edition.
This thing just keeps coming up. It's so great. Dude, I gotta get one now.
That thing is still sitting there. It's still sitting there.
Fucking dumb. Funny. That's a dumb fucking release, man.
Too funny.
I think the piano was cool.
Yeah.
We did 2 hours, and unfortunately, I do got to go to work.
Hell yeah, man.
I'm nice and horribly early. So we're going to do some kiss ass and thank everybody who fucking hung out.
Yeah. Fun time.
Thank you as always.
Yeah.
I don't have anything really to plug other than I do have a shitload of the new classified wave will be here probably for next week. So next week will be crazy week. I will do like 3 reviews, 2 live streams. Like next week's going to be fucking crazy. So you will definitely see that from me. And I have no idea what video I'm making this weekend. So that's it for me. How about you, Mikey? What are you up to?
Customs. Got to finish up some customs. I've got a whiteboard. I just got to work down the list and finish this Snake Plissken and the extra heads and this Batman figure. Clear off the desk so I can load it back up again. Dad and I have we haven't picked a date yet, but we've got another couple of Kooks episode where we're just going to talk about just kit bashing figures and just, picking a character and then going through the bins and finding the right parts and
awesome,
all
that
kind of stuff. So that'll be coming out soon.
Very nice.
And that's on your YouTube channel?
Yeah.
What's that?
JMK Custom Works.
There you go.
Yeah, after the stream, I'll put a link in with all your stuff so people can find you.
Cool.
Oh yeah, man.
And then Legend Series, what you got going on?
Not much. Just as always, the pre-roll on Sundays. It's going well. Everybody's having a good time there. So if you haven't stopped by yet on Sunday, 8 p.m. on my channel, Legend_Series, I think is what it is. I keep forgetting the stupid underscore to put over. But yeah, if you go there, you can find me. Just give me a subscribe. And like I said, every Sunday we go live. We have a great time, man.
Hell yeah. Gates, take us home, baby.
This man never fought a grill, but he has fought people. I have a video up on this gentleman right now, Mr. Mike Tyson. Mikey,
yo,
as well as the Raw Dogs. When you come here, it's like Olive Garden. You are officially family now. Want to thank you for coming by. The Raw Dogs, as always, keeping the fucking show going. Where all this nonsense we talked about titties and toys, and I got to watch Nymphomaniac and the 13th Warrior.
Yeah.
See you guys Thursday.
I have one more thing. I'm sorry.
Okay,
go ahead.
Really forgot. Jeff just reminded me. If you're a member on my channel, we have live D&D game nights, and you could affect the story with super chats and things like that. So somebody rolls bad, cool. You can do a super chat to save the roll and change the course of the story and things like that. So that only goes live on members, and then we release it like to public a couple days later. And my wife is going to be on a podcast, so I'm going to put it on my Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, I'm going to send the link because she's going to be a guest on some big cryptid podcast this Friday night at 9 p.m. So just keep a lookout on my Instagram for the link to that. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. Good night, everybody.
Holy fuck! That was diabolical! Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe!
Dog will hunt! Get that! Leatherface, get that! Dog will hunt! Roast! I dare you!
Oh, no! Just stand there! Throw me a spear! It's in the bone! It's in the bone!
Peekaboo, you fuck you!
You tell him! You tell him I'm coming! Tell him I'm fucking coming! They sucked his brains out.